I'm Chris from SyncMain, and today I'd like to talk about some resources that I've used and recommend for getting into a career as a programmer. The first thing that you should do is find out what you need to know. The way I recommend doing that is finding a job listing for something that you would like to do, either at a company that makes things that you want to work on or does the kind of work that you want to do. Look at the skill requirements for getting that job. You probably don't know all of those things right now, but take down a list of the things that they require and then cross-reference that with different job listings at different companies and different positions at the same company. Break down a list of things that you need to learn to get that kind of work. It's going to be a slow process, especially if you're just starting out, but I found when doing this myself that this gave me the best idea of what the actual requirements are, so I spent less time learning things that I felt were less relevant to the kind of work that I wanted to do. Now, if you already have some programming experience, something that you can do is start looking at the list that you've made and see if there are any connections that you can make for things that you can build to learn those things. As an example, if you see a job listing requires both C# and UDP, and you need to learn UDP but you know C#, you should write some kind of client-server program and maybe build your own reliability layer on top of UDP. As you look these sorts of things up, you'll probably find other things that you don't know about, and that gives you an opportunity to make note that these are things that you might need to learn that might be related, and then look them up when they become necessary. I'm well into my career now, and I'm constantly looking for things to learn that can help me do my job better. Learning is a constant process when you're a programmer, and you can never learn too much. Before I jump into this next bit, I want to say that none of these are sponsors. I'm obviously very new to YouTube, and these are just actual recommendations that I have. If you're completely new to programming and you don't know what kind of programming language you want to use or what kind of programming job that you want to go out and do, you just know that you're interested in learning programming, I do recommend Codecademy. Go to their website, pick a language that you might want to learn, and just start diving into their tutorials. It's structured, they make it a little bit fun. I found this was a great springboard when learning new languages or software packages that I had never used before. Likewise, I recommend Codecademy. Codecademy does have some programming lessons, but they also have science and math lessons that I've found really valuable for filling in gaps of my own knowledge. If you have experience programming and you're just going to check out new languages and want to dip your toe, maybe you've heard about Rust, or you're a C++ programmer who wants to see what's the difference between C++ and C, check out websites like Codewars and HackerRank. To me, this is a great way to get just a brief introduction to a language that you wanted to check out. Look at the differences between syntax of languages that you're familiar with versus ones that you're completely unfamiliar with, and then you can decide whether or not you're going to set up your development environment to support these languages. If you've picked your language, you've set up your development environment, and you still don't really know what to work on, go find some free internet tutorials. This can be videos or blog posts. Once you start writing code on your own though, I do recommend getting set up with a source repo or a source repository. A source repository, if you don't know, is a way of keeping versions of your code over time so that if you ever need to look at differences between two files that have been changed or need to revert back to a previous version that you had, you can do that. I didn't start using source repos in my own projects for a long time, and this caused me to be very afraid to make mistakes because I would break things, and sometimes I didn't know how it worked before and I didn't know how to go back. I was just learning. These mistakes will happen, and a source repo, once you learn how to get set up with one, can be very beneficial. I do use GitHub for my own personal projects. I think GitHub is a good free repo to get started with. You don't need to learn too much Git on your own, and because so many people use it, it's easy to look up articles or find help when you need it. I'm blown away by the response to my first video, and I feel very lucky to be able to share my opinions with so many people. I don't think of myself as an educator, but I do like making videos, so I'm going to do that when I have the time. If I see a good question, or if I think that me talking about something will be helpful, I'll be sure to upload a video about it. I really want to thank everyone for all the nice comments in response to my last video. I was just intending to upload it and let it go, and then I got all of these incredibly nice responses, and it inspired me making a second video. It's really encouraging, and thank you again. With that being said, here's some of my favorite content that I've come across. Some of this might be more applicable for beginners, and some of it might be more for people who are already pretty well into their development careers and just want to improve. First up is the Cherno. I watched the Cherno's videos when I was learning how to do basic graphics programming. He's got a very high quality bar on his production. He's very knowledgeable, makes the content very approachable, and I recommend it for anyone who is interested in C++ and graphics programming. He does have C++ specific tutorials, so for everyone who is asking me to teach more about C++, I'll just send you to the Cherno. Similarly, on the graphics programming side, I enjoyed LearnOpenGL.com. It's one of the better written graphics programming tutorials I've come across. The pacing is excellent and it builds on itself in a really nice way. And then towards the end, you can see where you can go for more learning from there. If you're becoming more of an advanced C++ programmer and you want to really know the language and try to become an expert at it, Jason Turner is definitely the best resource I've seen on YouTube. He runs C++ Weekly, and he goes over things that I didn't know about the language, and it's very insightful. I know a lot of people watch him who are professional programmers. I definitely think you should check it out. If you're wanting to work on video games or other performance-intensive applications, definitely check out Mike Acton's 2014 talk at CppCon, where he talks about data-oriented design. If data-oriented design winds up piquing your interest, there's definitely a bunch of free resources online that are great. You can go check out the free book. I'll link in the description below. In fact, everything that I'm talking about, I'll try to link in the description below. And lastly, after I found out about Mike Acton's talk, this led me to finding out about HandmadeCon and Handmade Hero and MollyRocket. So, Casey Muratori. Casey is an incredibly intelligent programmer. He knows a ton just about how computers work and how to make software run well. I really have to mention him. So go check out MollyRocket and all of his videos. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about spending money. I've mentioned a bunch of free resources, and there are really good paid resources for learning how to program. The reason I mention the free ones up front is because I would at least like to believe that someone can become a full-time programmer without spending a dime, other than on a computer, maybe. I think the value that comes out of paid learning depends on the individual and their personal circumstances. I was lucky that I went to a high school that had a 2-year computer science program, and when I graduated high school, I was able to attend college with help from my parents. Outside of college, I know some people have had success with coding boot camps and other online courses. I don't have any experience with them, so I really can't speak to them. A few commenters on my last video asked about book recommendations. For that, my biggest recommendation is to keep an eye on Humble Bundle. A lot of the stuff that comes through I don't even bother checking out, but every now and then I do find a bundle that's interesting, and I'll look up the reviews for the books that are in that bundle. Sometimes it's good stuff. I really enjoy the books that come from No Starch Press, and I've recommended Automate the Boring Stuff with Python to my friends before who've asked how to learn how to program. Alright, that's it for now. Please leave comments down below if there's anything that you want me to do a video about, or link you to someone who's made a better video about it already. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Bumble.